What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a dose of Pokemon. Today I want to talk about Pokemon product to collect for the month of November. This is just the products that I personally would collect for my collection for the month of November. And there's three segments I want to talk about: booster boxes, elite trainer boxes, and single cards. Now I know Phantasmal Flames is coming out November 14th, and I will make a follow-up video in the coming weeks once that set does come out and add that to a video like this. But for right now, I want to focus on everything pre-Phantasmal Flames. Now, first up is going to be Mega Evolution Booster Box. So the Mega Evolution Booster Box is actually dropping in price. So if you see right here, the Mega Evolution Booster Box, the enhanced and the regular, they're around 250 bucks, and their MSRP is 160. And when you take a look at it right here, like, you can technically find like people are selling it for 275, but the market price is sitting at like 250. And in the last 3 months, it has dropped. So at one point it was like 340, and this September, early September, was during its like pre-order time, and then came around when it first released at the end of September, 320. And as you can see right here, it has slowly dropped to like 250, 260. So this is a set that has actually been performing really well. But booster boxes are a great sealed product to add, because long term you'll see the growth and the increase in value with booster boxes. One, they contain 36 packs. You're not going to be able to get a special set booster box because they don't do things like that. So Prismatic Evolutions, for example, doesn't have a booster box because it is considered a special set. But for example, look at the cards in Mega Evolution. I personally like this set. I really do. I have opened up one pack of Mega Evolution. One, because it's super hard to find in stores, and two, I have a booster box and 2 Pokemon Center ETBs, but I'm not opening them. I'm keeping those for my collection and just leaving them there. But when we take a look at this set, there are still so many cards, even a month after its release, that are sitting over well over $100. This Mega Lucario is sitting at $510, lightly played. Let's quickly switch that to near mint, like $505. At one point, it was sitting at like $700 for this Mega Lucario. I personally don't see it being worth picking this up. But again, if you really want to pick up a hyper rare gold Mega Lucario for that, you are more than welcome to. I would never advise anyone to do that. But if you have, the money to, then go right ahead. Personally, I like this Mega Lucario right here. Again, that's a little bit cheaper, but still expensive, $235. And I'm going to get the singles in a little bit. But yeah, Mega Evolution Booster Box would definitely be one that I would pick up. Another one would actually be Destined Rivals. I know long term this is actually going to be a really good set to hold on to. And yes, the prices right now are expensive. This Destined Rivals Booster Box is still at like $376, $377. But give it a couple of years, this will go up. Essentially, it still is kind of showcased as the Team Rocket set. We don't really get too many Team Rocket sets. We maybe have had 2, the original Team Rocket, and then Team Rocket Returns around like 2004. And this is really the next one. So there's really 2-3 Team Rocket sets out there, and this is the most modern one. I kind of wish they called like Team Rocket Returns, but they didn't. But Destined Rivals is definitely a booster box I would add and pick up to collect in the month of November. Journey Together, yeah, I kind of see it's still, $250. I think the set at the time was like really overhyped. One, it was the introduction of trainer cards, but when you look at the cards right now, like, the prices have dropped significantly. Like this Lily, or not Lily's, Iona's Belly Bolt was definitely much higher when we take a look at the past year. Like, it was up there, like in the hundreds, and it has dropped since. So definitely definitely. I would also consider picking up Journey Together, and you can go as far as back, you know, the further you go back, the more the booster boxes will end up being. So if we go to like Surging Sparks, for example, that one is also around 240. Not too bad. It's a year old. Again, a set that I would recommend because there's some pretty good cards in here. We still got the Pikachu, which is sitting at 330. We got the Latias EX, which is like 170. We got a decent amount of cards in here that are performing pretty well too. And then I'm gonna throw in one more box, booster box in here, and just going back kind of with Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown I think wasn't the greatest, but 277, like that's going up there. Why? Because slowly we're gonna be seeing less and less of these cards. But when you look at Stellar Crown, for 277, it's worth buying it and keeping it sealed. But if you want singles, then go ahead. Like this Terapagos EX, I can tell you, just a year ago, it was well up there in the 90s. It has dropped to 38, 40 bucks, this Terapagos. It's crazy how much the prices have dropped since then. Squirtle is the most expensive card in the set, with Bulbasaur being the second. And this was currently sitting at 74.52, but just a year ago, like it has fluctuated, but it went up and then went back down. In the summer, it dropped under 50, but right now this is the most expensive. So I would kind of go track backwards and try to pick up the most recent sets, because the further you start going back, the more slowly you start going back, the more the price does start to go up. ETBs are a second thing I would definitely go. Mega Evolutions being the first one. If you can find them in stores, great. If not, then, you know, 80 bucks, 83 bucks, not too bad. But for me, like, I'm not going to go to GameStop and pay 80 bucks for a Mega Evolution Elite Trainer box, because I know somewhere I'll be able to find it. Somewhere, someplace, someday I could potentially find it for MSRP for $49.99. But truly, pick up these products if you are just into the collecting game. And for me, what I plan on doing with my product is collecting and making content around it and sharing my thoughts and opinions of them and just showcasing them, like on TikTok, Instagram, and also here on YouTube. And that's really it. But share my passion for Pokemon. I'm playing Pokemon Legends ZA as well at the same time. That's actually been a really fun game so far. But that's really what I'm here for, just to share what I would personally collect and add to my collection. Mega Evolution being the first one. Next one I would personally go for is Black Bolt and White Flare, because these are really great special sets. Even though they're not a main, they're special sets, and they have really great cards. Very, very great cards. And if you can pick these up, these illustration rares, for a decent price, that'd be sweet. I mean, this Zekrom EX is awesome. It's slowly been creeping up in price a little bit, but it's definitely not the 300 when it came on in the summer. It dropped at one point just below $200 and has slowly kind of started creeping up a little bit. But this card is actually a card I would personally recommend picking up. Even the Zekrom EX right here, as well as the Victini, two cards I would recommend picking up. Then Destined Rivals is an ETB I would 100%. Like, I really like this set. Anyone who says otherwise, like, I really, really enjoy this set. Even though I barely got to open any Destined Rivals, I would love to, but this is a set I would 100%. You can see the price of this Mewtwo, for example. It has gone up again. Slowly has dropped, but yeah, this Mewtwo EX is a crazy, crazy card. People are going crazy after it, but hey, what can you do? Yeah, the ETB right here, just a regular ETB, like $120 for a regular Elite Trainer box. If you had been able to pre-order, which I got consistently was getting kicked out of the queue, so I couldn't get the Pokemon Trainer, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box exclusive, but $350 for a set. This has 11 packs for $350 which came out in May, at the end of May. Outrageous prices. Absolutely outrageous. And then I want to share just one more, kind of going to Prismatic Evolutions. This set has been talked a lot. This set has been, I personally think, overhyped. Like, I am tired of seeing Prismatic. Absolutely tired of seeing Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic this, Prismatic that. The prices are outrageous. People are going crazy for the boxes. Like, there's this one box I want to pick up right here, the figure collection, just for the figures. And they're selling those for like 20, 30 bucks. Like, this was supposed to come out at the end of September. There's been some delays, and it's supposed to come out in December now, something of that sort. But $238 for this, not worth it. 100% not worth it. And the pull ratio, the pull rates in this set is pretty bad too. Yeah, I get there's Umbreon EX, there's the Evolutions, but I don't see this worth, like, I don't know, I just can't really justify spending so much on this set. Just at this point for Prismatic, I would highly recommend just buying singles. If you want to get the card you want, you're looking for a card you want, just buy the card itself. I mean, in the past year, we can see it slowly dropped. You know, early September, it was like at 800. If you picked it up at that price, great, because right now it's at 1200. You would have had a $400 profit right there. $400 increase in value. But overall, I would pick up a boost, or not booster box. I would pick up an Elite Trainer box and add that to your collection. Just a regular Elite Trainer box is like 130. The exclusive Pokemon Elite Pokemon Center, I can't even speak, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box is sitting at 360. Crazy. Now, singles. Singles are what I plan on getting into. And I mainly want to, there are some categories that I want to focus on in singles. One for me being, like, I want to pick up every single, like, Entei related card. Entei is my favorite Pokemon. Charizard it's close up there. It's not like the Pokemon that I would 100%. Entei is my favorite by far. So I want to kind of get into being an Entei collector. But for the time being, what I plan on kind of doing is shifting towards picking up cards that, in fact, I'll go to, there's the best match, I think. Cards that are not too crazy. Even like with this Mega Latias, 59 cents. This Mega Manectric EX. Mega Abomasnow, 51 cents. Mega Mawile. Like, start off small and then slowly make my way up there. So like when we go to higher cards, like Mega Lucario, then slowly add from there. There are some, different ideas I'm approaching, but I do want to add more just regular holos to my sets, EXs to my sets. So like if I can't pick up a special illustration rare of like this Mega Lucario, I still want to have a Mega Lucario EX in my collection, which is why I would kind of pick up the regular. But another reason why I would recommend picking up singles is if you want this Mega Kangaskhan EX SIR, don't open up packs, just pick it up. Because you're going to spend $83 just for this card, but I can probably guarantee that 99% you're going to spend more than $83 to try and pull the card from a pack. That's usually the case. Like if you want this Mega Venusaur SIR, pick it up. Don't spend all that money. Don't try to buy a bunch of booster boxes to see if you can pull this, because you don't know. You don't have, it's not a guarantee of you pulling these cards. Now, I would also kind of get into Black Bolt and White Flare. Why? This is actually a great set for a collector. Collect all 156 Unova Generation 5 Pokemon. This is great. Scarlet and Violet 151. Why don't you go ahead and make that a collection? Try to pick up every single original Kanto Pokemon. I just had a just kind of pause there for a moment real quick. My cat is also kind of, wants to have a little fun, but I'm trying to record here. Anyway, Black Bolt and White Flare is definitely a set that I would, especially for singles, pick up, because each Pokemon essentially has an illustration rare. Yeah, the prices are a little hefty. Like you look at all these illustration rares, they're a little high up there. Was that Excadrill? Yep, Excadrill is 25 bucks, around there. Wow, Cobalion is like 18. Like, yeah, there are a bunch of cards that are over double digits. So this is a little bit more of an expensive set, but hey, as time goes by, these are only going to get more and more expensive. I just want to quickly dabble into the Japanese cards are higher quality, and I think they're not really talked about that much. They are, but not as much. I think this is a really great set, a very great set. Inferno X too, but just Japanese cards in general, I think they're worth picking up. Like I would rather this Mega Heracross EX. This looks stunning. This Mega Charizard X EX, like I still want to pay $60 for this, but that's still a really nice card. And then we got the gold, which is like 800 bucks, 840. This one right here is 690, 700 bucks. But then you see everything else like drops real quick. Like after the Charizards, the Megalopody and the Sharpedo, everything else really drops. So you're paying like 4, 5. Not too much for these cards. For example, let's go to Mega Brave. Let's see what we get with Mega Brave. Like even this Mega Lucario is 93 bucks. It's not even $100, but if you go for the English version, it's like in the 200s. If you want to get just a regular Mega Venusaur full art, it's not even $10. Mega Lucario, same thing. Mega Absol EX, the SIR, special art rare, 30 bucks. So I think it's crucial to also add Japanese to your collection, kind of diversify. And that's one of the main things I'm trying to do. Like for me, this point moving forward, I know that I want to focus on booster boxes, elite trainer boxes, and singles. I don't want to buy any more special collections. Those do take up a lot of space. I just want to focus on the singles, booster boxes, and elite trainer boxes. And to kind of, yes, diversify, but also minimize at the same time. So diversify like the amount of singles I have. Diversify different types of elite trainer boxes I have. But keep them down to like 2-3 different categories. So overall, what I would do for this month at least, try to pick up the latest sets because they're going to be the most readily available. The further you go back, the harder it will be to get those sets. It's going to probably get harder and harder to get Scarlet and Violet 151 and Crown Zenith, Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, Future Strike. If you can find Evolving Skies right now in stores, sweet. I mean, $2,200 for the Umbreon VMAX. That is crazy. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. But hey, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. I can't wait to continue to produce all the great content, a lot of stuff that I have planned in mind. If you guys have anything specific, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all in the next video.